It's Coach Maya, and I'm here with another SEO video. So first and foremost, I want to say happy New Year. We made it through 2020. We're now in 2021. Maybe by the time you see this, it might be a month or two into 2021. But I still want to wish you a happy New Year. I hope you had a great holiday break, a great holiday with if you spent it with your family, if you spent it virtually with your family. I hope that you just took everything in and remembered why we celebrate the holidays. I also want to say stay safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, put on hand sanitizer whenever you are out. Because now we're in month 10 of our good pandemic. I saw a post and it was saying we're coming up to our 1 year pandemic versary, which we are sometime in March if this continues. So I just want to remind everyone to stay safe and wear a mask. New year, you always hear people say, new year, new me. People create plans, goals, and set their goals to reach by a certain number of months or weeks in terms of thinking that they can become a new person in a new year. In my last video, I spoke about creating SMART goals. And it means that you can clearly identify your ideas, focus on your efforts, use your time wisely and resources productively. And it's all to increase your chances of achieving whatever you have planned in life or whatever goal you're trying to reach. To give a recap on what a SMART goal is, SMART is an acronym. So the S stands for specific, simplified, sensible, and significant. The N stands for measurable, so make it meaningful and measurable and motivating. The A stands for achievable. Is this goal achievable? I have to agree that it's attainable. Or is it relevant? Is it reasonable? Is it realistic? Do I have the resources to achieve this goal? And is it results based? Will I see something in the end that will say Maya reached her goal? Coach Maya reached her SMART goal. And last, the T stands for time bound. So what is the time span that it's going to take for me to get my goal achieved? What are there limitations to the goal? Are there time restraints? Is it cost effective? Is it cost limited? And is it time sensitive? Is it realistic for the time that I have created to achieve this goal? Can I reach it? So that's a kind of a recap on what a SMART goal is and what we talked about in my last video. So now I'll get into the nitty gritty. New year, new me. New year, new me. What does that even mean? So in the beginning of the year, most of the times people take a step back to review their life. Look at what worked, what hasn't worked, what maybe needs a little bit of adjustment, maybe some bad habits you need to break, maybe some healthier eating, maybe some healthier lifestyle changes, maybe healthier communication styles. People just take a step back to review like how their year was the year before, what worked, what didn't work, and how I can make it a better year than I had previously. So for me, I always start my New Year's off with getting a new journal. So this is my new journal. It says the time is now. When I open it up, I have a mask in there because you gotta wear a mask. But when I open it up, I have like stickers that I want to use. It says like totally random thoughts, be fabulous, XOXO, get it love, totally my day, some reminders, important goals, to-do list, a lazy weekend, and my dreams. So usually I just go through and I find a cute little planner or a cute little journal or both because I do have a new journal and a new planner because it's the new year. And I kind of just think that when you find a journal that you really are in love with that is, matches your style, matches, your personality, it makes you kind of want to use it more. So that's my first thing that I do every year is I find a new journal. So this is my 2021 journal for the year. We have our journal, so we know that this is my journal. And we know that every year, most of the time, we hear people say that they're going to write down their New Year's resolutions. And this year I wanted to be different. I've always been a planner as a person, and I always create goals for myself and timelines. And if I don't reach that timeline, I kind of beat myself up, or kind of, why didn't I reach my goal? Like, I said I was gonna do this in X, Y, and Z months, and here I am at that month, and I haven't reached it. I think 2020 has shown us that anything goes. That it doesn't matter what you write down in this journal. It doesn't matter what you write down in this planner. Life is going to go how it wants to go. And I kind of use that as a learning experience, since I am a planner person, that, sometimes you have to go with the flow as well, too, and be acceptable and open to change. So with this new year, I read an article, and it was saying how maybe not set New Year's resolutions, but actually set intentions for the year. So I read it, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's something that I want to get into this year. So I took my cute little planner, my cute little journal, and I started off by always skip a page, because I'm just like that. And I got on the second page, and I wrote down intentions. So intentions are defined of how to. So how to do X, Y, and Z for making my life better, keeping myself accountable in the process. The second thing that the article told me to do was write down a list of things that bring me joy. So not happiness, not something that's temporary, that I have to do this in order to be happy, but things that actually bring my soul joy. That if, no one else knows what I'm doing, if there is no tangible in the end, I can feel it. I have joy within myself that I have accomplished something, or whatever, that may be. So I wrote down a list of everything that brings me joy. The list is kind of long. I think once you start writing your list, you'll see a lot of things bring you joy in ways that you didn't even know. And then I wrote down like some mantras or like some affirmations. And sometimes they say that, you have to speak over yourself. So I was going to write down my affirmations that I want to say to myself every day. I chose to write down 4 different affirmations. One maybe about my health and my liveliness, one about my mind, one about creating my own path and walking in joy, and one is just a commitment to myself. So a few of them that I have is every cell in my body is alive and beautiful. The second one is my mind is brilliant, my body is healthy, my spirit is tranquil. The third one is I create my own path and I walk it with joy. So I guess you kind of see that the theme is kind of joy. That's something that I'm focusing on this year is joy. The fourth one and last one is my commitment to myself is unbreakable. So when I read the article, it was saying that, once you make these mantras or affirmations and you speak them over yourself, it's something that like you start to believe within your mind. So if I say it enough, I'll believe it. It'll start coming true and coming, just start working its way into my life in ways that I just didn't even know. So what we learned here is set intentions. If you want to do this, you can create a list of things that bring you joy and maybe write down like a list of affirmations, like whatever you just want to speak over yourself and say. Just maybe find 4 different parts and 4 different types, your mind, body, and soul, and maybe just the overall one, and write down affirmations. And now that we know the first few pages of my journal, my cute journal, this time is now. This journal was very inexpensive. I think I got it for $5 at your local dollar store. You don't have to spend that much if you don't want to. It's to each his own. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a journal. But this one was cute, and it came with stickers, and inside, everything is just really cute. These are my sticky notes that I write to myself. But now that we went through like the first few pages of my journal, the next pages are my 2021 goals. So I know that I said I wanted to do things differently, but I also wanted to stay true to myself and know that like I am a goal-oriented person, and I like to kind of write my goals down for the year. They're kind of broken down into quarters, so first, second, third, fourth quarter of the year. It might look like a lot, but this is everything that I want to achieve by the end of 2021. when writing my goals, I don't really start with new ones. So I think that's my suggestion is when you're writing your goals, kind of write down things that you just want to continue to do. Like, don't just focus on the things that didn't work within the last year. Think about the things that did work. Like, think about what you've done from the beginning of 2020 to the end of 2020 or the middle to whatever, and you just want to keep it going. So, a few of my goals are just like continuing goals. Like, I just want to continue to do X, Y, and Z. Like, one of them is be intentional about everything. So I just want to continue being intentional about every single aspect of my life. So intentional is working for a purpose. Like, I'm doing this for a purpose. I'm not just doing it. I'm doing it because in the end there's an intent behind it and I know why I'm doing it. And then I put a few new goals. Now they are a little wild. We're gonna hope and see if Coach Maya can do them. Like, one of them is work out and stay consistent. I did work out this morning, and I have, if you come to our Tuesday and Thursday workouts, we do work out every Tuesday and Thursday. But I also wanted to do and work out on days that we don't have our morning workouts. So today is Monday. I worked out. I worked out all last week too. So that's a goal that I have been keeping up. Another one of my new goals for the year is I want to read 12 books the entire year, so one book a month. That's something that I have not done before. I usually pick a book up and toss it, but I want to do better at actually reading a book and sticking to it. And one of my goals that it's a continuing goal that I really didn't work on that much, but I want to continue working towards it. It's just loving myself first, like putting me first, just loving myself more. So those are a few of my goals I just wanted to share with you guys. If you have any questions on how to create goals, how to set goals, how to create intentions, how to make affirmations, just let me know. There's you can comment, you could DM me, whatever you need to do. So again, this is Coach Maya. New year, new me. How do you do it? I hope this helped.